So this video is to wrap up what I read in October and to show you my TBR for November. So this first book I'm going to show you, I technically read in September, but I finished it the first week of October. This book is called The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, the first book of the Chaos Walking trilogy. There are only men in this world. Todd is from this town called Prentice Town, where you become a man at the age of 13 or like something like that. They're on a different world, so their calendars are kind of different. It's basically a journey of a boy and a girl with a dog. And in this book, people can hear each other's thoughts. That's about all I'm gonna say. This book is 479 pages, and it doesn't look intimidating because it looks interesting. It sounds interesting. So when it was causing me a lot of difficulty in finishing it, that's when I was like, yeah, it's not my type of book. It was interesting. I enjoyed it in a way, but I just couldn't wait to finish it. I do have the other two books, so I do plan on reading them eventually. I'm just not that thrilled to finish it. So I give this book 3 out of 5 stars. I have faith that the other two will pick things up. The next book that I finished in October is Dracula by Bram Stoker. This book I actually listened to on audio. It was just an incredible audio experience. It was just one of those books that kept you like this. The only thing, people complain that Dracula isn't really a huge part of the book, or at least he's not in most of the book. But that didn't bother me at all. The only thing I didn't really like was the ending. I felt like it was so good until the ending, when things are supposed to be, amazing, right? When things are supposed to be like, whoa, like, that's when I was like, the last 2 chapters maybe, I think, were like. So ultimately I give Dracula 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Carrie by Stephen King. Here's my full review of Carrie, but let me just give you the gist of what I thought. Carrie is your basic bully story. Carrie is made fun of, teased, all that stuff in high school, and then one day she works on her powers. She has these telekinetic powers, and then goes apeshit on the town. That's basically the gist of the book. It was nowhere near being the best book I've ever read. It was entertaining, it was quick, it was a good time, but not amazing. 3 out of 5 stars. Then I read Rainbow Rowell's first novel, Attachments. For my full review of this book, just click right there. And now I'll tell you briefly what I thought. This book is about Lincoln, who works in the IT department of this newspaper. His job is to look through the flagged emails that are not work related that he gets sent to his computer, and basically report or warn the workers to work and not do stupid things on their emails, right? So Beth and Jennifer are these 2 writers who email each other back and forth, and Lincoln starts reading these emails because they get sent to him for him to report or for him to warn them to stop doing this, but he doesn't, and basically ends up falling in love with one of those girls, okay? That's the gist of it. This book is hilarious. This book is beautiful. This book is just one of those feel-good books that will make you happy. So I give this book 4 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read was for Dewey's 24-hour readathon, which I completed but did not get through the entire TBR I had for it. But anyway, it's The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. This book was a fun read. This book is about Percy Jackson, a 6th grader, I believe, who is the son of a god. So he's a demigod, or demigod, whatever you want to call it. He is sent to this camp. It's called Half-Blood Camp. And there he finds out that he's accused of stealing Zeus's lightning bolt, master lightning bolt, or thunderbolt, or something like that. But he obviously didn't. So in fact, he just found out he's the son of a god. So it's the journey of him trying to get that lightning thing back into Zeus's possession. Because if he doesn't do that by a certain day, a summer solstice or something like that, a war is gonna start between the gods. World War III, basically. Because World War II for us was World War II, but in reality, it was like a fight between the gods, you know? So yeah, so he has to get this back to Zeus before another devastating global event happens. 4 out of 5 stars. So the final book that I read in October is Illuminated by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. For my full review on this baby, click right there. Okay, so how do I begin to tell you what this book is about in like 10 seconds? I don't know. Illuminate is like no other book you've ever read, okay? This book is a book that you have to pick up and that you have to read. It's written in files. It's not written in your traditional narrative format. It's written so that you put things together, but it's very easy to. And it's about Ezra and Katie. They are survivors of their planet, which was invaded and basically destroyed. They're on these spaceships. It's a fleet of spaceships that saved them. They are being chased by this other spaceship who wants to kill them because they witnessed what happened on the planet. Then there's this virus that's turning people into like zombies. And there's this artificial intelligence system. I sound crazy. I feel like I sound crazy. There's this artificial intelligence system in charge of the ship that is also killing people, you know? Does that make sense? I don't know, but do you understand? Does that make any sense to you? I don't know. All you need to know is that this book will not let you down, okay? This book is a must read. Amy Kaufman is co-author of These Broken Stars, that whole trilogy, which I did not enjoy. These Broken Stars was not one of my favorite books at all, despite what people were saying, okay? And yet, I read this book and I loved it, okay? That's all you need to know. Just go read it, okay? That's what I read in October. I did not read my entire TBR list, but I did read more than what I usually do. So now, I'm gonna go on to my November TBR. My November TBR can't be that long because it's NaNoWriMo. I need to write a 50,000 word book. So the first book I'm gonna read this month is one that was on my TBR for October, but I didn't get it in time and I just had other things to do, and anyway, whatever. So it's on my November TBR for sure, and I'm already 122 pages in, so See Me, Nicholas Sparks, number 1 on my TBR, which is, yeah, it's interesting so far, and it's about Maria and Colin. That's all I'm gonna say. And I have 4 more books on my TBR to make my life simpler. 1, 2, 3, 4. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Yeah, so I want to finish this series this month, just to knock it out of my TBR list. So yeah, so that's my TBR for November. So leave comments telling me what you guys think, what you guys are gonna read, and what you guys read. Hit that subscribe button right now. Have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing day. Peace.